Welcome back to Marketing for Your Future on Daily Ad Brief. I'm your host, Mike White, and on Marketing for Your Future, we're meeting with experts in the industry, talking about tips, tricks, trends, technologies they utilize to help get their clients' message out there. Join us today, we have Neil Foote with Foote Communications. Welcome to the program, Neil.
Thank you so much. Great to be here today. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Tell me about your PR firm, your agency, and all the services that you help customers overcome.
Sure. Foote Communications is a fully integrated public relations, marketing, and brand management company. We've been around, goodness, about 15 years now. Launched in around 2007, so an interesting time of the economic period in this country to launch, but we've had a great run so far working with clients all around the country, providing them some basic needs of helping them tell their story, as I like to say it, extending their story and their brand one story at a time. I come from a long background in journalism, so I really have a great respect on how to shape and craft and tell stories.
What advice would you have to the college students that are graduating looking for a job? Are there any skill sets or things that they need to take with them to be successful?
Oh, absolutely. One of the other hats I wear is teaching journalism at the University of North Texas. And, there's definitely several core skills that are required. Writing. We drill our students extensively in that, and I encourage all the young people out there to practice their writing, that whether it's in public relations or advertising, you will do a lot of writing. You want to fine-tune your skills there, not only from the craft of telling a story, but some of the basic mechanics. Yes, punctuation, spelling, and grammar do matter these days, and that, it seems, is a fundamental skill. Get those tech skills, honed, whether that's editing audio, editing video, posting images and stories to any of the various social media platforms. And the third part of that is certainly understanding the world of media and the tech trends, how people are consuming media, how brands are using media, so that you can be as savvy as possible so that wherever you work, whether that's for a brand itself or for an agency, you will always be conscious of those trends so that you can provide relevant, useful, and practical information to the companies or the clients you're working with.
How do your services vary when you represent a celebrity as opposed to a small business owner?
Great question. I think with celebrities, there's some built-in footprint that's there. And some of the individuals I've worked with who are extremely successful, they may already have a radio show, a TV show, publish books. So part of that is fine-tuning their message to targeted publications so that we really help elevate their story to how they want to build their business, build their brand. And in some of those cases, it really is educating some media about who they are, because they may not, all media may not know exactly who they are. So part of that is actually focus. A lot of celebrities want to be everywhere in a lot of places all at once. I have to help them focus on where the best opportunities are and fine-tune that messaging. For a small business owner, I work a lot with a lot of small business owners, and I really challenge the individuals on helping me understand their story. Not only the story about how they launched their business, but what are their passions about why they created that business, and then help map those ideas to what's going on in the current world. It's a competitive, hugely challenging world to get coverage for anybody nowadays, celebrities or small businesses. But for small business owners, their biggest challenge is they don't have the time to tell their story. So I spend a lot of time up front extracting those key details so I can craft all sorts of angles that make sense for local, regional, and national media.
At what point does a business need a crisis communication plan?
A crisis comm plan is something that every business should have right now without a crisis. Because the worst time to try to create a crisis comm plan is when you're in the middle of a crisis. What happens then is that adrenaline is flowing extremely high for all members involved, which then affects the way you think. And usually the thinking is not as clear as you have. By working on a crisis comm plan now, guess what? You have an outline, you have a game plan, you have a strategy, so that when and if you need that crisis comm plan, you can refer to it. Certainly you're going to adapt it. You may revise it, but at least you're not trying to go from ground zero to 100 miles an hour, trying to come up with messaging, who's going to talk, what they should say. Those are scenarios you should be mapping out right now. Think about the worst case scenarios. I know it's always not a fun thing to do, but think about the worst case scenario that's going to happen to your business and think how you will respond. You know, it seemed like in the old days we didn't have to worry about this as much, but today, due to media, all forms of media, particularly social media, we never know when one of our clients, one of our companies, one of our agencies that we're representing or working with is suddenly going to be in a firestorm of activity. Having that plan ready for them and being able to help our clients, help businesses communicate that message effectively and quickly starts now. Get the plan ready, and so that you have the comfort. It's like insurance, knowing that when it happens, you and your team will be ready to respond.
Well, Neil, I appreciate you joining us on the program today and sharing your insights with us. So thank you for your time.
Thanks so much. This has been a great opportunity. I appreciate it. You have a great day, and certainly look forward to chatting with some of you all in other ways down the road.
Sounds wonderful. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
To find out more about Neil Foote and Foote Communications, all the amazing things they can help you do, visit us at dailyadbrief.com. We'll see you next time.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.